this is the beginning, right? This is phase one, long season. I can assure you that when we come back, or, you know, by the end of the next phase, the Olympic phase, I'll probably be able to do that twice in a row, I think.
Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Today we are going to do a 1,000 yard time trial, and this is the part of this whole documenting thing that I've never done before. This is a new phase of it because my swim times are completely embarrassing, and this is part of the problem too. It's like I am actually embarrassed because I feel like my bike and my running is for triathlon is like on par with the best guys, and my swimming is like, this is going to be embarrassing. Like even to swim a new best time is still like incredibly embarrassing for being a professional. Swimming is dreadful for me. I really need to get over this aspect of it. I think this is definitely part of what's holding me back, is because I know in my mind that I'm not very good, and I know how I swim. I know that I'm so violent with the water, and I even know that it's not good. Yet I can just feel it right now. I'm like, oh, once I get in there, I'm gonna this water right up. That's how my brain is wired. And it just doesn't work this way. Swimming just doesn't work this way. Maybe it does for like the very best guys with good technique and really good feel for the water. But for me, if I get muscly with this stuff, like really muscly, I mean, I swim slower. I honestly swim slower, and then I just gas myself out, and then I blow up heavy on the second half. So it's like, this is great practice. Probably should do this quite regularly for me. Do something in my mind that's like a race, because part of, I think, what happened in Daytona is it just was so foreign to actually race. And it's good swimming with all these people too. That's probably another piece as I'm learning why this will be valuable, swimming with people. Is because like I swim with Corey in my lane, and then I've got like, you know, Joanna Brown right next to me on the one side, and I have Paula Finley on the other side, Eric Lagerstrom one lane over, and I just I get upset with myself while I'm swimming, and then it's just this negative cycle, because I'm like, I feel like I'm working just as hard as everybody else. I should be keeping up with these people. And so I'm like, all right, just put a little more into it. And then it's just this negative cycle, and then I get more gassed out, swim worse. And so it's probably what happens in a race, oftentimes. Because it's like, in practice, I feel like I start getting into pretty good, like I start swimming. When I swim by myself, I start swimming decent times. And then I get into the race like Daytona, and I just swim so far off of where I feel that I should swim. You know what I mean? If I was in ideal circumstances, I'd be swimming in the pool with a lot of these guys who are a minute ahead of me. But the moment you put me like right in their space and a bunch of guys around me, and then I get, you know, touched and start thinking about, oh wow, Vincent Louis is already 200 meters ahead of me in the opening 300, you know what I mean? That's what goes on in my head, and then it's just this negative cycle. So this is all good practice. I think it'll pay dividends.
Doesn't matter at all, okay? It's how you swim this thing, much more important than the time.
I'm so nervous.
What are you going to target?
I don't know.
As he says, don't worry about the time. Lionel's like, dude, what are you going? It's like, dude, fuck what he said. What are you going, dude?
I would like
Needs to be under 13:30.
No, I would like to try and hold 112s.
Yes.
112.
Through 200, and then a little bit better through 400.
Yeah.
That's how I would like to try and swim it.
Sounds 3 miles.
Ready, up!
And just like that, 110.5, 112. That's it.
Where's he going? Where's he sitting at?
He is 433, about 112 right now. 112 on his first 300. Lionel, 5:59.6. Yep. Nice job, you two. Good work.
Sorry.
Good work. Nicely done.
That's fine.
It's
Perfect.
Excellent work, guys.
What'd you do? Oh, horrible, like usual. 12:03 or so.
Pretty good, dude. Pretty good.
It's
I
hard to
didn't
do
see
that
you-
112 and then come back from there. Like to pick it up.
Oh, 112 is hard. It's not
that?
easy.
Yeah, but I felt like you didn't get into any fighting there. There was once or twice I thought you were about to, and you just like stay.
Yeah.
Good, really
It was
good.
okay.
Nice job.
Nice job,
Heather.
Well done.
Yep. Good work.
Disgusting
Good work.
hair.
Good work. So out in 5:59, back in 6:04. Out in 5:58, you were 12:02. Lionel 12:03. Yeah, so also back in 6:04. Nice.
Right now?
How are you feeling? Just like a race. I feel discouraged from the swim, and now I have to start a bike run. Feeling really discouraged. Hopefully we'll feel a little less discouraged on the bike. Sure. All right. How are you feeling? I mean, there's a valuable lesson here, I know, and the coaches keep telling me over and over again that it's all about your attitude and stuff. And yeah, I mean, there certainly is a component of that. Once I get back out here on the land, I'm like, okay, much more competent here. And even though my swim is not up to the standard of my competitors, I do have to bring a little bit of playfulness and gentleness to myself. And so should you if you're a developing swimmer. And so yeah, I was really pissed off this morning, and just a little bit of exercise on land, and now I feel a little bit better. So so now we're gonna do the 20K TT to the 5K off the bike. And well, we're at a big deficit because of the swim this morning, so we're gonna have to push some power. So in the warm-up, I don't know, this bike, the power meter reads I think about 10 watts lower than my one that I train on the trainer, and so I would say a really good effort today is probably 380 to 390. A plus effort is 390 to 400, and then absolute upper limit is probably just over 400. And then for the 5K, my best 5K I ever run off the bike was 15:33 at Leamington Tomato Man. I've only done a few sprint tries, and but I did race really well in that race. So 15:33 is my best. So I definitely want to be under 16. That's like the okay, do it. The A standard, let's say, is like 15:40 to 15:50. Really good is 15:30 to 15:40, and then absolute upper limit is under 15:30. So those are the standards.
Well, quit your bullshit and let's go.
It's important to have fun. I know it's easier said than done. Like, I was pissed the off after that swim, but you gotta have fun too, man. If you don't have fun, what's the point? So.
How you feeling? Give us an update.
I mean, I feel, unfortunately, the challenge with these short things is, like, I could feel like I could do that for 40K. It's like hard to get the my average heart rate was 134. It's like I just can't create the power, you know? These little efforts. It's like hard to create the power. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I can push that for 40K.
Oh.
Therefore, it's 40K effort.
I see.
It's not 20K effort. It's just I think these short ones are hard to produce the effort without being, I think, pretty, you know, like a race. Like it's like doing a 1500 in practice, I'd imagine. It's
Gonna be tight.
pretty tough to get that effort. Yeah, get off the road for a sec. We'll let this guy go and then we'll go. Instead of getting hit by a semi. So, I mean, it's okay. I was in where I needed. 383. That's 393 on my other bike. So I pushed 4 times 7. About 400 in that workout. And
going
then
that
we
way?
did it.
This way?
Yeah, we'll go this way. And then we did it continuously there. It's okay. Corey, what'd you get on that?
15:11. What'd you get?
15:08.
Nice.
You probably started yours.
But I also turned around before you too, and started a bit early because I had to jump on the bike.
Good job, bro.
It's definitely my best run off the bike for 5.
Ever.
Yeah, ever, for sure.
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
I mean, 4 months ago, or 5, whatever that was now, what was it, August, I ran all out 5K in 15:42 on the track. How many months ago was that?
And what'd you just run?
15:08 off the bike after pushing 383 for like 26 minutes.
So is this your lifetime PB?
Off the bike, 20K off the bike, yeah. That's my best. So, yeah, I feel a lot better about myself when I'm on land, I'll tell you that much.
What part of that 5K hurt the most?
That final K there was pretty in your face. Yeah, you start like a notch under, like I'm confident I could run like 31:20 for 10K. That wouldn't be that bad, but that's just that little extra. And then my heart rate's only 147 average. And my heart rate's just really low. Swim, I mean, I can't get down about the swim, you know what I mean? Like, it's where I'm at. It's just, I want to be where I'm at now. But it's gonna take like a massive amount of work to get to where I want to be at. So that's where I'm at. 112 per 100 yards. The bike, I mean, whatever to the bike. I did that workout that we live streamed, 4x7. I averaged like a little over 400 for each of those, which is about, on that bike that I used, it's equivalent to about 395 on that bike. And I averaged 383 for basically 4x7 with no recovery in the TT position. So I'm not upset about it. It's just, I can tell that if I were to do an all-out 20K TT, I mean, I could push a lot more power than that. It's just really hard to do it just by yourself. You know what I mean? Just push yourself to that level. The run is, I'm pretty happy with that one. I mean, if I was in a race, I don't really know how much faster. Maybe under 15, a little under 15, if I was actually in a race. So to be able to pull that out on my own is okay. This is the beginning, right? This is phase 1, long season. I can assure you that when we come back, or you know, by the end of the next phase, the Olympic phase, I'll probably be able to do that twice in a row, I think. Which is obviously then the sprint is not, it's not actually your sprint thing, but in practice, I never took a recovery into this. Now I'm gonna take the recovery. That's how I kind of want to do these things, is like at the end of the block without a taper, show me what you got, and then rest, as opposed to rest and do that huge effort and then have to take more rest. So now we get 5 days recovery, and then we start the Olympic distance block. Garbage truck. You guys don't mind if I just do a quick 2K, do you?
I'm gonna come with you. That's cool.
My legs are